Captain Planet 12 Angry Animals sees our heroes, the Planeteers, climbing Mount Everest in an attempt to clear their minds, which is a bit extreme, but commendable. After narrowly avoiding death, they stumble into a magical cave which houses the restless spirits of extinct creatures. Their leader, an imposing yet very calm Yeti, then holds the Planeteers on trial for humanity's sins against nature. From there, the episode mostly delves into the perspectives of various extinct species, their feelings on humankind, and whether their eradication was justifiable. It's no surprise that this show, of all shows, has a rather clear bias here. But in spite of its outwardly apparent agenda, 12 Angry Animals is not fearful of nuance or subtlety. We get to see, in detail, how humans inherently perceive violence differently from other animals, how we're ignorant and selfish, but that other creatures are ignorant in their own way, especially of the world around them. And one could argue that's the point. Most species are not aware of themselves or the harm they inflict the way that we are, and because we have that additional awareness, we are burdened with additional responsibility. It is our duty to ensure the survival of these things which cannot fight for themselves. In classic Captain Planet fashion, there's no real solution provided here for the exploitation and destruction of nature or its inhabitants. Instead, when the Planeteers and humanity at large are inevitably found guilty, they are given the only realistic sentence. They must forever be aware of the damage their species has caused and carry that weight with them into eternity. From concept to actualization, this episode's themes and moral pontifications are fairly solid, if a bit juvenile. There is some obvious exaggeration, since this is a cartoon and all, as well as some blatant emotional manipulation, but it deliberately and effectively draws to mind many important ideas which its audience wouldn't otherwise consider. Seeing human-animal interactions throughout history is genuinely insightful, even presented as cartoonishly as it is here. The episode's biggest flaw lies in its own fear to criticize culture or industry. Captain Planet is surprisingly individualist, especially for a show about the welfare of nature, so all of its moralizing likewise focuses on individual behavior, blatantly ignoring the destructive role that institutions and authoritarian bodies play. But perhaps anything else is just too much to ask for.